Hello everyone and welcome to the 21st of December on the Magic Advent Calendar. Now as you can see we are in a different type of magic studio. We're in my kitchen. Well you see we're going to explore a few parallels between gastronomy, cooking and magic, as there are many. When I was a youngster, two of my favorite magic books were $1 Million Card Secrets by Frank Garcia and by the same author, Super Subtle Card Miracles. Now, the two books have some excellent material, good effects, very interesting techniques, at least at that time. The descriptions are not very good, I must say. It reminds me of André Gide, French Nobel Prize in Literature, who said, "Je n'aime que l'inachevé, je peux encore le compléter." I only like the unfinished because I can still complete it. And that's exactly what happens if you read these books. There are some great ideas, but some are described in just one page. So you really have to interpret it. And as you interpret it, you're forced to become creative. And ultimately, you make your techniques and your tricks your own. So that's a good idea. But the reason I'm mentioning this is at the end, the author has two recipes. So there is a paella type of recipe on $1 Million Card Secrets and a Super Subtle Card Miracles. That recipe, Barbara and I have been making a lot for our friends, magic friends who would be visiting us, and it's called Super Meatloaf, and I encourage you to try that recipe. It's great. So I thought, since this Magic Advent Calendar was all about magic, of course, what else, today, shortly before the holidays and to be used in the new year as well, of course, if you like, here is a recipe which is Graved Lax. Graved Lax is a specialty from Northern Europe, from the Scandinavian countries, and it's a special preparation of a salmon. So, look, what you get here is the real kitchen, no professional editing, no shenanigans. What you see is what you get, and you will see what you see here is very simple. Even a 10-year-old could do it, and let's go. So, first of all, we need a good product. Like in magic, we need a good effect. If the trick is a bad one, you won't get good magic. So here is a salmon, still on its skin. And this is you go to your fish dealer and you ask for fresh salmon. If you can get sashimi quality, that's fine, but it does not necessarily have to be sashimi quality. You just get this a fresh piece of salmon. This is about 1 kilo, and this, by the way, is a good idea. With a chef, if you just to dry and clean your hands, just put it like this, and this is very practical. So all we need the plate, which is about the size of our salmon. Otherwise, we have a Gozinta box effect. We take a plastic foil, and it just got about twice the length of the plate, at least like this, more or less. Tear it off, and there we are. So we go here and we put that salmon just on that plate. There we go. Et voila. There we are. Now, of course, you can try and with your fingers try to find if there are any bones. Normally, if the salmon is well prepared, you won't. Otherwise, if there were, you use a pincette. Voila. This is a special fish pincette. As you can see, it has larger tips. So if there were any bones, really, oh, here, maybe there's one here. Okay, you can pick it out, just a very small one. Otherwise, I have a good fish dealer. Nothing is necessary. So what we do here is first we take juniper berries, ginebra in Espanol, Ginepro in Italiano, Ginevre en français, in German, Wacholder, totally different, you see. Just about that many will be enough. That's the berries you make gin from. We're not making gin, we're going to make this salmon. So we take a little coarse pepper, as much as little as you like, so that will be enough. And now comes the magic. Actually, this is a recipe that was used by fishermen in the north. They would prepare this and bury it in the sand. In the sand for a few days, and then take it out and have this wonderful lax. So what we need here is a proportion. We're taking 3 spoonfuls of sugar. 1, 2, 3 sugar, and 2 of salt. Now make sure to know which one is which one, because of course they look very similar, but believe me, they are not the same. You go like this, okay? Now you put another 1, 2, 3 smaller ones maybe, and 2 of salt, 1, 2, 3. So, and you mix this very well. There you are. Now we are going to marinate this. This is actually our marinade. We mix this very nicely and just push it over like so. So it really is like it was on the snow. So this is, or whatever you associate to that, but it's just salt and sugar. And really make sure you cover the whole thing up. Yeah, there you are. So really very thickly, that's it. Well, that's very nice. And the last piece of shenanigan we need here, we use some dill. Fresh dill, of course. And we leave 1 or 2 back, for in 2 days we are going to use that for our sauce. Meanwhile, we're just going to hack this roughly up like so. There you are. You can throw these aside for the moment. There you are. We have this. So we go like so. So this is all in real time. It's no editing, no cutting. The few minutes I'm using here to demonstrate this are the time you are using. There you are. And now you're going to cover this up like so. Beautiful. Look how nice this one. And of course, it's a delicious smell. If you go the fresh herbs, the dill, there's a wonderful smell to it, which will of course transform and transport into the salmon. There you are. There you are. Very. Yes. Good. There you are. We are finished for the next 20. Just cover this up with our thing like this. So really close it up nicely. There you are. Close it up like here. And you have that. So this is our preparation, and close this. Right. And now we're going to put this into the fridge for the next 2 days, 48 hours. And after that's going to be very simple. In just a minute we scrape everything off and just cut up the salmon and serve it with a sauce, which will be half honey and half mustard with a little dill. And since this is real time, we have no editing. That's what I invite you to come back in 2 days, in 48 hours, on the 23rd of December in the Magic Advent Calendar. And I'm going to show you the few tricks to prepare the salmon. Okay, so have a nice 21st of December. See you later. Cheers.